Hello ladies and gents, this is another video brought to you by Ant's Hood. This video is going to be about collecting queens during their nuptial flights. There's already been posts on Facebook with people collecting queens from the nuptial flights today, so I thought I'd do a video about it. Antboyuk UK is a retailer in the UK that I like to use. I speak to him fairly regularly and is a helpful guy. He has a queen hunting kit for £4.87 plus postage, which is pretty good. What you do is when you're out, you see a queen, you pop her into one of these containers, and there you go. Or if you're cheap like I am, you can just use products you got around your kitchen. And the first thing you need to do is have a container so you can collect the queen in. As you can see here, all I've got here is something I've found in the kitchen, pink, my favourite colour. I'm only joking, it's the white. All you need to do is make sure it's got a sealed lid that you can pop down into it, and every time you collect a queen you can pop her into there. Equally, I've got a Chinese takeaway tub, which you can probably guess I use quite a fair bit. I do like a Chinese takeaway, I must admit. And you can do the same there, you can pop the queens in there when you collect them. You don't need to worry about keeping them all separate at this stage, because it won't massively stress them out or worry them. But you can collect them all in, bring them home. Or you can use test tubes. You can pick these up relatively cheaply from Amazon. I got a tenner plus with free postage, quick delivery, so they're great for a quick turnaround. Or you can find them on eBay or down your chemist. If you're going to collect queens with them, you can either use the screw tops that these came with, or you can just collect your queens. You can put quite a few in these at a time, and then pop the cotton wool in the end, and then sort them out when you get home. Once you get the queens home, you're going to need to get a test tube set up like this, and I'll talk you how I'm going to do that. What you need to do is fill a test tube half up with water, as I'm doing here. If you noticed, I'm using bottled water because there's less chemicals in it. It's also softer water as well, because I live in a hard water area. So it's the ideal. I always use bottled water for everything I do with my ants. It really is a must, to be fair. It also helps prevent mold and algae and stuff like that. Now, taking cotton wool, which you can get from anywhere, I got mine from the supermarket, I think it was. You want to squeeze it in fairly firmly in the end, like I'm doing here. And then you want to get something like tweezers or something else, and then you want to push it down fairly quickly and consistently until it's properly in the water, like I am here. Once you get it to the water line, then you want to start compacting down the top of the cotton wool until water starts to permeate through. And you can see you might get some excess water on top, but if you do, you just tip it out. In this case I didn't, but it was nicely done, and there's no air bubbles in it, so it's a good start for putting a queen in. As you can see from this test tube as well, I've got the number 3 written on it. That was because I used it and numbered the queens from last year. So I cleaned it out and reused it. There's nothing stopping you doing that with these. Once you've got your queen in there, all you need to do is tightly put, but not too tightly so you suffocate her, put cotton wool in the end and the queen in the middle, and you're ready to go. Unfortunately, they're not flying in my area at the moment, but when I do, I'll make another video of what I'm looking for when I'm collecting them, how I collect them all together in a container, when relate it to this video, so hopefully you'll be able to see that and get the full story. This video is from one of the Nigers that I collected in the last nuptial flights last year, doing really well. I've got a breakdown of these in my first video, a tour of the ant cave, if you'd like to pop over to my channel and give it a watch. So that's it for today then, ladies and gents. Hit a like and a subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.